Belarus President Alexander Lukashenko touched down in Harare for a 3-day state visit, the first such high profile by European head of state. Lukashenko, who has divided opinion among Zimbabweans, was welcomed by hundreds of ZANU PF supporters, buzzed to the airport as the ruling party backed the relations which have been forged by President Emerson Mnangagwa. As has become the norm at all ZANU PF gatherings, the apostolic sect took their seats in the front while youths clad in party regalia chanted slogans and sang under the watchful eye of the Zimbabwe Republic Police anti-riot squad. Business at the domestic terminus was put on hold, with local travelers having to change check-in terminal last minute, as the terminus was used as the entrance for those who had come to welcome the Belarusian, including school children, people with disabilities, members of the apostolic sects, and youths. Having been buzzed to the airport around morning, the plane only touched down around 3 p.m., inspiring the ZANU PF supporters to break into song and dance as Lukashenko was escorted by President Emerson Mnangagwa during an inspection of the parade of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. He was also introduced to Vice President Constantino Chiwenga and ZANU PF second Vice President Kembo Mohadi, as well as various ministers. ZANU PF National Secretary for Business Liaison in Women's League, Nyasha Chikwinya, commented the visit and shared her hopes for positive change in the country prompted by the visit.
The moment we have been waiting for is this one. I'm very excited. The relationship between Zimbabwe and Belarus has been standing for a very long time. Belarus has stood by Zimbabwe's shoulder in terms of need for many, many years. So many things have happened between the two countries. We've seen lots of buses coming to the country. We've seen lots of tractors coming to the country. We've seen lots of aid in terms of agriculture coming to the country. And so many other agreements have been signed at junior level. But his coming over means that our relationship has now gone to a higher stage where really even bigger expectations will be signed, and Zimbabwe is going to be a much better country because of this relationship. We are very excited.
She also shared the expectations from the visit.
We've received so much of inputs in agriculture. We are farmers by nature, and the fertilizers and the inputs that we've been receiving were coming from Belarus. And we're actually looking for another contingent of just tractors earmarked for women. And this is what we want. We are tired of using hose. We are tired of our backs are getting old. So he's coming over. We are going to make sure that we get an opportunity to come up with our own program with the country for tractors and for inputs relevant for women to make our life much easier.
And as a war veteran?
The same thing. As a war veteran, these have been our friends for a long time. We have received assistance from Belarus even during the time of the war. And here they are, 40 years down the road, they are still with us. We thank them very much.
ZANU PF supporters who attended the event expressed their hope in the agricultural sector, hoping for a boost stemming from the visit, and were also grateful for the hand Belarus has in the transport sector too.
Inini sewe chidiki kuuya kwaita mukuru weku Belarus tikutarisira zvinhu zvibudiro yakawanda kwatiri isusu mayouth, nekuti panouya vakuru pane zvikuru zvinogadzirwa zvinosimudzira raramiro yedu isusu vadiki, kuti zvatinoda kuita isusu sevadiki, angava mikana kumabasa, mikana kumamaini, mikana kuminda, nekuti vekuBelarus ava vanogadzira matractor, mamines, maharvester zvinobatsira isusu vechidiki, nekuti isusu vechidiki tawaniswa futi mukana kuti taani minda tiri kurima. Saka patinorima paya tinenge tichitarisira kudyidzana kweZimbabwe neBelarus kuchatibatsira zvikuru, nekuti panouya maharvester, panouya matractor tichakwanisa kunge tichashandisa mune zvakanaka kuti nyika yedu isimukire, ibudirire.
Ini ndinotenda baba wedu Mnangagwa nekuti batanidza nenyika dzekunze, sezvo Zimbabwe yanga iri nyika yanga yosvipiswa. Izvi kuuya kwaita mutungamiri weBelarus zvaakuratidza kuti Zimbabwe is a safe destination zvairi safe destination nyika dzekunze dzakuchikwanisa kuchuya muno muZimbabwe. Muna 2019 president wedu wakaenda kuBelarus, apo tanga takaomerwa. Belarus yakatigashira, takaumba ukama hwakanaka, takaona macombine harvesters achuya, matractors achuya, mabhazi achuya futi. Izvi wakaratidza kutisimudzira nyika yedu.
Ndinopa kutenda chaizvo baba vedu vaMnangagwa. Ukaona musha unoshanyirwa nevaenzi zvinorevera kuti une chimiro.
Those opposed to ZANU PF have said the visit by the Belarusian president cements Zimbabwe's position as a dictatorship, alleging Lukaschenk is not a democratic. His country has also been accused of milking Zimbabwe through allegedly dubious deals, which include Zupco buses and fire tenders. The two leaders are yet to address the press. We have just witnessed the welcoming of Belarus President Alexander Lukashenko by President Emerson Mnangagwa. And this serves to confirm the relationship between Belarus and Zimbabwe. And Zimbabweans have expressed hope that this will bring a positive change in the country. Chengeto Chidi for HSTV News and Current Affairs, Robert Mugabe International Airport, Harare.